Oh wow, spell token is at the top again. Really can't... Okay, this one at least has kill command from Barracuda Bane, so that makes some more sense. Which one do you lean for? I guess the stats are supporting both the variants. Oh damn, Warshak with the Prime, thank you very much, man. We appreciate you. Like, look at this, 61% with 1300 games. If you're up for it, we can start off with that.
Can you give me the deck list?
Yeah, I'll send it
I
over.
can see. I don't think I have Barak, but maybe I can disenchant all their cards.
Wait, isn't Barracuda Bane a core card right now?
I don't know. I haven't seen
he
that
is.
card. Awesome.
He is a core card right now.
It seems that I have full deck, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's do that then. Yeah, thank you very much, Warshak. Appreciate ya.
You are not prepared!
Okay, against the mage, traditionally a great matchup for Hunter. Hunters always beat mages. Let's see if the rule holds. Okay, so you said you haven't played really with this deck so far, so we can go a little bit more hands-on approach, and I'm just gonna explain everything and why we're doing it. Right now, you don't really need 2 Awakened Tremors, even 1 is too much against Mage, honestly, but it's still not a bad card, so you can have stuff to do. RC Rampage is generally a great keep, the other 2 I would toss, so yeah, just keep 1 Tremors and 1 Rampage.
Yep.
Barracuda Bane is a kind of a last-ditch resort. When all else fails, you throw that sucker out, so you can get some of that refill. It's not a bad thing to be doing on turn 5, obviously, it gives you some... a body on the board, extra card draw and whatnot, but it's definitely not what you want to be doing on turn 5.
So, and we are playing probably against Warshak's Mage, the spell laser thing.
Could be Spell Mage, could be Sith Mage. Either way, we're plopping Sneaky Snakes here. And yeah, the main gist of this deck is you chip some damage with the board, and you can finish him off with from hand with kill commands, Huffers, Leox, Agromar weapon, your hero power, and a lot of the time you make impossible boards to remove with the help of RC Rampage and to saddle up kind of deal. So it's very, very awkward to play around you. Camouflage Mount is also a great sticky card, that kind of stuff. Okay.
So do you want to go Miracle Awakening or?
I think so. Yeah, just play the Miracle and crack open the Awakening. The snakes, they can go face, like this guy has plenty of ways to kill these without actually seeing them, so 2 damage is 2 damage. Okay, sad. But it's also not the best thing for him to be doing right about now, so we take those, I guess. Alrighty, well, he just showed us a light show. Next turn he might have the Malfunction, which is pretty nasty.
Yep.
Rampage is cool and all, but you generally try to play Rampage when you already have a couple of minions on the board. So, or actually even 3 minions on the board, so you can actually get 12/12 worth of stats out of it. Because if you play it with a single minion, you just get 6/6. If you play it with 2 minions, you get 10/10. At 3 and 4, you get 12, and after that it starts dropping off again. 3, 4, and 5, you get 12, but the 5 is wonky. I think you can just drop 3 Bursting Germongers right now. It's gonna force him into using a removal. So, good enough, I guess. He did keep everything, or I just joined late, probably the latter. You are using Deck Tracker, right?
Nope.
Oh, you're not? That's a big no-no.
Yeah, I have seen your
Personally,
video.
I would use Deck Tracker before I reach out for coaching, but that's just me.
I'm looking your stream, that's why.
That helps.
No,
But
I think
yeah,
I
Deck Tracker is
downloaded it
very
like,
important.
2 months ago, then I tried it out and suddenly they asked for money or something. Not all features are there, yeah?
No, all the important features are there as far as I know.
Okay.
Okay. Next turn, it's turn 5. These guys don't typically have AoE more than 2 damage. So right now, it would not be a bad idea to actually plop out some free freeze. The way you do that is you can use the 1-mana Glacial Shard on his On the right one, I think. Glacial Shard on the right guy. Coin out the 4-mana RC Rampage so we can get a bunch of free freeze. And use the 1-1 to kill off the left 4-1. And you can go face with 3. There we go. So this is a pretty resilient board right now. He should not have a single way to kill it. He could discover some shit. He could double 2-mana bullshit. This can be a way for him to do it right now. Double 2 damage AoE bullshit. Doesn't get a playable one. That always helps. Could be a Blizzard for next turn though.
Well,
the damage should be done. Right now we have tons of damage. Okay. Okay. Oh my goodness. Hold the phone. How much damage is this? That's lethal, right? Just Ziliak's kill command lethal. Yeah, put down 1 mana Ziliak's kill command his mouth. I mean, you can even just hero power. Cool. That was a fun little first game, and that's how mages usually go down.
3 more.
Yep. Already diamond 1. Yeah, let's go ahead and set up your deck tracker real quick. Do you have it downloaded at least?
Nope. It's
no.
I think I have played Battlegrounds, and I don't know why, but I uninstalled it because...
But do you use Hearthstone deck tracker or Firestone? Because the Firestone I'd also uninstall.
Hearthstone. Yeah, I think it was Firespeller.
Yeah, Firestone is shit. Let's take 5 minutes and get you set up with the real deal.
I guess I will say YouTube recommended me.
I'll just
I cannot give
send
your
it
name.
to you. Here's the link. You can download it. It's a quick install, and we're gonna quickly set it up afterwards. Like, if you just start using Deck Tracker after this session, I've done my job, honestly. That's gonna tremendously improve your Hearthstone skill all around. Like, you're gonna have better mulligans, you're gonna have better decision making, you're gonna have better turn planning, you're gonna be faster at doing what you're doing. Like, it's just all around day and night difference with and without Deck Tracker, and people who say otherwise, they're just delusional. Like,
yeah, the mulligan is the most important part.
No, not really. The mulligan, I actually hate that feature. It's super dumb.
Why?
And that is the paid feature, by the way. That's the only paid feature that they said they're actually going to make free. It's actually all over the place. Right now, they're not really giving you real stats. They are giving you real stats, but the stats don't have any critical mass to them, so it's absolute random nonsense. A lot of the time, if you have the vaguest of ideas of how you should be mulliganing, and you actually pay attention to some of these more obscure decks with lower sample size, they're just giving you random cards, and it's not helping anybody paying attention to those.
Yeah.
Let me know when it's installed.
Yeah, I have installed it, but there's an issue with the mulligan. There's this Warriors 9 mana mech taunt, which gives you minis. And I had the 0 mana gain 6 shield. I had 2 mana, the card which takes 5 armor to reduce the cost of the mech. And I had a coin. So basically on turn 3 I could have dropped it on the board, and the mulligan said that it's shit and that I have to search new cards.
Well, I mean, it's not autopiloting for you. You have to have your input on the matter as well. Like, it's just giving you stats, and those stats are generally correct. Unless you have a very specific scenario. Like, you can't really blame Deck Tracker for suggesting what are the general good mulligans, because in the end of the day, the general good mulligan is always going to be curve out well. But in certain cases, you just described an absolute fucking full house royal flush.
Yep.
Which if you keep, you are going to have an amazing play. But the Deck Tracker doesn't give you stats according to what you actually have right now. It gives you general stats. And you being able to actually read those stats is another skill you might want to work on. That's going to be something you can do while you're actually looking at, before you're playing the game, or even during the mulligan phase. You can just go to HS Replay if you're using the premium feature, that is. If you're not, the stats are just shit. But there is this difference. There's mulligan win rate, and there's also kept rate. When you see a high mulligan win rate card, you also have to check what's the kept rate, because sometimes they're like bullshit stats like 70% win rate, but also the cap rate is 0.5. So the reason why it's so good is it was a part of some god hand like the one you just described.
Yeah,
so you have to use both
yeah.
those stats and compare them together, and that's gonna give you a better idea of, is this always a good card to keep, or is this a card you keep only if you have some supporting cards like the ones you just said. So you really have to have that critical thinking about why a card could be good or bad in a certain case, and you also have to have the skill to know when you should not be following the mulligan guide but just follow your guts. Because if you're seeing the game plan, if you're seeing the line, the deck tracker doesn't see that line. They just show you the general stats. How many times has the player won when they had this card in their mulligan? They don't care about the other two cards. They don't combine it like that. They just give you the generalized stats for that mulligan win rate.
The raw stats.
Yeah. So now that we have deck tracker, you have it open, right?
Yeah.
Go to the top right, go to options.
Options, yep.
Under overlay, go to general.
Yep.
And the 7 box, make sure it's unticked, hide timers.
General, okay, I clicked on the wrong general then. What did you say?
Hide timers, box number 7, make sure it's unticked.
Yeah, I don't see that one.
Overlay, and under it there's general. Maybe you're on the tracker general.
Yeah, must be.
Okay, so overlay, general.
General, yeah, and hide. Yep.
Yeah, make sure it's unticked.
Yep.
Okay, now go under general, go to player.
General player. Yeah.
In the middle section, make sure show board attack counters is ticked, as well as highlight last drawn cards.
Yep.
And also have all the boxes at the bottom. Deck title, wins card on top, all of that.
Deck title, wins, and draw chances. Yeah.
Okay, now go to opponent. It's under player.
Yeah.
And again, in the middle section, show board attack counter, box number 4.
Yes.
And also include created cards and highlight this card from deck.
Yes. Yep.
And at the bottom again, win rate cards, all of that. Make sure they're ticked.
Yep.
That's about it. Now you're going to be seeing percentages, chances of the opponent having a certain card. You're going to see your time left in your turn. You're going to see how much damage you have ready to go face. You're going to see how much damage your opponent has ready to go face. That's going to help you pinpoint lethal outs a lot quicker, or determine if the opponent is looking for lethal outs if you don't trade some shit, that kind of deal. And obviously you're also going to see the deck tracker and also what cards your opponent has been discovering in their hand, how long he has kept those cards in his hand, a lot of things. And yeah, obviously the secret tracker is also pretty valuable in most cases, even though it's not always perfectly accurate. Sometimes it actually shows some bullshit stuff. Hey, how's it going, Zadie? Is Firestone the better deck tracker? Technically yes, but realistically no. Because Firestone looks like shit, makes your computer run like shit, and also it doesn't cheat. Deck Tracker actually cheats. Deck Tracker actually shows you the card you've drawn before you actually draw it. Like literally 1 or 2 seconds before you draw it, you already see what you drew. So that saves you a few extra seconds so you can actually play faster, especially if you're actually drawing tons of cards like rogues are. Like you literally see all the cards you drew. When you drew one card, you already see what the 5 other cards you drew are. And there's also a lot of other little things that make Deck Tracker at least preferable for me. But yes, in terms of feature, Firestone is so much better. It's not even funny. Anyway, let's jump into the next game.
Okay.
Let's spank some fools.
So the only thing I have to click now is play on the Hearthstone deck tracker. Yeah, it works.
Awesome. Does it actually have the full deck though? Because you didn't build it in front of it. Does it show you your whole deck right now?
It selected Spell Token Hunter automatically.
That helps. Okay. Okay, we're against the Fellow Hunter Connoisseur. None of these cards really help us go wide on the board early, so we're not going to hold any of these. Going first is a very big advantage for us in a potential mirror matchup. He could turn out to be Secret or Highlander, however. This hand is technically good, but it's actually horrible. Like both RC Rampage and Saddle Up are great cards to have, but without having an early game, this is actually looking very miserable right now. Hopefully we start curving.
It looks awesome.
Yeah, it looks like your Beast Hunter. Like your Highlander Hunter hand.
Yeah,
Hard
I'm
pass.
Highlander. Yeah.
Everything has secret counter golem. What do you mean? How's it going, Sailor? Yeah, happy to have you, Zadie. Okay, that helps a little. Yeah, let's throw a few snakes on. Let's drizzle a few snakesicles. Okay. Haha, joke's on you. We don't got shit to play anyway. Okay. Next turn, RC Rampage would be a good card to drop. What you could do right now is just Hero Power and play the Tornmantle Musician as a finale, and we're not gonna attack with these snakes because we do want them to live on the board, so next turn we can make a bigger RC Rampage board. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, apparently this guy has some Highlander nonsense.
Yep.
Can't say no to that. I really hope he does not have the Highlander card though, because that's gonna wreck the entire board. Odds of him having that Highlander card right now are less than 22%. 25% more like it. Thank you, Deck Tracker, for letting me know those percentages. Aha. Already profiting. On the where his deck is, you can see at the bottom row 22% and 40%, right?
Yeah.
22 is the chance of him having a card if he's running a single copy, like let's say Reno, let's say his Highlander 4-drop that attacks everything. 40% is the chance of him to have one of the copies of a card he runs 2 copies of. This guy's Highlander, so he has none. So that gives you better guessing potential. What should you be doing? And I think we played a 4-mana RC Rampage here, and we're not going to attack with the snakes again. Actually play the RC Rampage and use only one snake to kill the 1/1 Secret Idiot, and leave the other one stealth.
And how do you feel about that 4-mana legendary which drops skills all aboard?
That's the card I was talking about. That's the card I was talking about that I think you should not have right now, because 22% chance of him to have it.
But
so we made an educated guess if it's worth doing it. Okay, right now this could be pretty shit, because he could have Ice Trap. And I think he has Ice plus Explosive right about now. I think we're still gonna do it though. Let's play the 1-mana Glacial Shard on the 2/2 poison. And you can also drop the 4-mana Saddle Up. Hopefully it drops. 4-mana Saddle Up. There you fucking go. Okay, so I really think there's an Explosive Trap in these here parts. Unless we top deck Ziliax, we're never going to be able to play around it, so might as well bite the bullet. Use a 2/2 to kill the snake. Hopefully you Okay, that's acceptable.
Yeah.
Use another 2/2 to kill the snake. Okay, that's not too bad. And no, go face for 2 damage, because if it's explosive, everything dies. Might as well take 1 extra damage. Okay, it is. But we have a pretty decent board now. Yeah, we even get the Rushy Idiot. Yeah, all around decent stuff. We even drew a beast, buffed it. Can't complain too much. What's your top deck, bitch? Hopefully not the punchy man. Oh, what the hell you're doing, dude?
That's the problem.
Okay, we have a very fair bit of damage right about now, but it's gonna be much more beneficial for us to actually abuse this 2-free bunny hopper we got. So I think we can crack open Patchwork Pals. And put down Leok still. The 3/2 messenger buzzard attacks into the 4/3.
4/3. Which 4/3?
Into the 3/3. The buzzard into the 3/3, and played a 2-mana painted canvasaur with the left one, because it got buffed. And used that one to kill the 3/3. The canvasaur. Ooh, even got Wind Fury. Let's fucking go. Okay, good stuff. Now that I think about it, we could have even used Leok to make the trade with the help of Direwolf Alpha. But it was a little bit messy there to really get the most out of this. Like, we're talking about 1 or 2 damage extra here and there, and I'm not even sure it would have been better. But I think we win.
Yeah, he's done. I mean, weapon with poison.
Doesn't even do much. Yeah, Huffer, hero power, GG still. He's not, we don't even need the Huffer, I think. Yeah, that on board. Easy. Okay,
You
2
see,
more.
Highlander Hunter, yeah, it doesn't work.
Yeah, exactly, it's just slow as fuck, it's wonky. You just can't abuse it as much, you know? Like, it's a good deck, but it's one of those decks where you're gonna really have to play a long time with it to really... not only the games take longer, but also the wins with it are a lot more 50-50 kind of deal. You can't really express too much skill with it, I think.
Yep.
It's a little bit too straightforward of a deck. It's fun. It's mindless aggro. Not really, but you get it. It's just a little bit weaker.
That's why I cannot play the Warrior Highlander. It's too slow. I mean, I played 10 secret games with Hunter and 1 Warrior game.
Well, not 1, but yeah, definitely quite the difference. Okay, 2
go.
more. Yep. A Warlock. Great. It's gonna be a attack the Warlock in the face multiplayer game. Okay, he might also be Insanity Warlock. I'm not sure if we feel too bad about it. Really like the Saddle Up, RC Rampage, and the Tremors. Let's just remove the kill command and call it a day.
Yeah. The last Warlocks I played with, what's Insanity? The Fatigue?
The one that
or-
takes a ton of fatigue damage and kills you from hand.
Yeah, that's the one which I'm losing with Warrior.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
one of the
that's
worst
pain.
matchups for Warrior, actually.
Is that Pain one? Or
Still could be
Highlander?
anything. It's pain. Existence is pain. Okay, this Glacial Shard is going to be pretty important later. No. It's pretty important later, so you can free some 8/8s. So let's just crack open Awaken Tremors for now. That's about it.
Yeah, I didn't ask you if we should.
Yeah, I
coin
think
or-
that was all we do.
Okay. You wait with the coin for the Rampage and settle up next turn, so coin Rampage.
We're gonna
turn.
try to coin out RC Rampage. These guys don't really have AoE, so next turn we're gonna play a couple of Jurmongers most probably. Turn after we're gonna drop the Rampage. We might even consider the Glacial Shard, just so we can. Yeah, I think it's actually worth it here. Like, the Glacial Shard technically is gonna be far better against an 8/8, but right now you're gonna advance your game plan so fast that he's not even gonna be able to drop those 8/8s. Freeze the 3/2 and play a Bursting Jurmonger as well, and that's all it is. Next turn we're probably not gonna be playing the Rampage unless he's a dumbass and actually goes face. But if a couple of minions survive, we will be playing RC Rampage. If they don't, we're gonna try and make it white again. Okay, he's not a dumbass. Okay, that's a pretty nice thing to be having. Yeah, this basically ensures we're gonna have the thing next turn. I'm not a big fan of attacking him in the face because that helps him get the giant quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the 2/1 kills one of the 3/2s, preferably the... Wait a minute, there is a decision here to be made. He can copy one of those if he really wants to. And I'd say the left one is more important to him right now, so kill the Neophyte, equip the weapon. Was this really smart? Just go face with the weapon and play a Bursting Juremonger. I was thinking about attacking face into the 3-2, but he's just gonna kill the Bursting Juremonger anyway. So that's about it. Okay, so next turn what this allows you is you can swing with the weapon and coin out Bursting Juremonger into a saddle up, and that's gonna be real nice. Should be dropping a 4-4 here. He does. He's gonna copy it. He does, big time. Bummer.
Yeah, they always have it.
Okay, the more the merrier, apparently. Sure. Okay, that ain't too bad. The situation is starting to look hairy. Okay, so your face attacks into the 3-2. You play a 1-mana Bursting Juremonger. And you coin out the 4-mana RC Rampage. And the 1-1 can kill the 3-1, and that's all there is for this turn. It's not the most amazing trades for us right now, but next turn you have another weapon, you have Saddle Up, potentially Jungle Gym, we'll see. Should be fine.
I have no clue how this guy came here with this deck. Because all these Highlanders just break the Pain Warlock.
No, they don't.
They don't.
Really? Burn mages break the Pain Warlock. Like, how does Highlander decks deal with turn 5 bunch of 8/8s and 4/4s? No, even Warrior can't deal with that shit because you do it on turn 4. They don't have removal for that. You just have to really accelerate your game plan against some of those slower matchups. And it's not that big a deal, really. Okay, he's gonna heal a bit. At least no giants anytime soon. Okay. It's not amazing. Can we get a 1-drop? Nope. Sudge. Your face is definitely killing a 4-1. This is not an amazing saddle up, Chief.
No, I'm just thinking Mount and killing 2/6. But I don't know. I don't play this token Warrior. Hunter. Like maybe with Wind Fury.
Played a 4-mana saddle up.
Really?
And,
okay.
Yeah, saddle up and kill both the 4 attack minions. Wait, let's see what's in there. Yeah, kill it. Okay, we didn't get any rushers, that's what I wanted to see. Because you could have gotten a rush snake with poison and shit like that.
So there is a higher chance to get rush poison than getting Wind Fury from the camouflage mount.
Can't guarantee, but it's 1 in 7 to get it from the camouflage mount.
Yeah, I don't know how.
There are several good rush minions you could get out of this as well, and like right now we also left ourselves with some board. I guess the camouflage mount was also not bad, but I'm not really sure we're gonna be able to go really wide anytime soon. If we didn't use the thing right now, I don't think we would have had a very amazing way to use it anytime soon. 1 in 8, isn't it in 7? Oh god. At least he made the trade first. It's not that bad, but it's mildly annoying. Ooh, another saddle up, you say? Interesting. I think right now would be a good time to crack open Patchwork Pals. And we can play the 2-mana Observer of Myths, yes. And also drop Misha. Why would we drop Tougher here? Play it on the far left, preferably.
Oh, sorry.
That's also fine, and you can just go face with these. he doesn't really have a... I mean, he does have 4 damage, deal 4 damage to himself as well, so he could actually get through this taunt, but still, it's kind of fine like this.
I never went with taunts on the left against the Pain Warlock.
I mean, you always want your first taunt to go on the far left, so you can play around potential cleave. It's not so much against Warlock, it's more like a general rule. Like, if you forget to play it against the Warlock, no big deal, but if you forget to play it against the hand buff Death Knight, they're gonna cleave your free minions and heal back to full kind of deal. So it's more of a remember not to forget kind of deal.
So you train yourself not to forget.
Well, I trained you guys not to forget. I am also guilty of positioning like a monkey here and there, but if you really are try-harding, positioning is actually a big aspect of the game, and right now it's actually a lot bigger than it used to. There's several different reasonings behind how you should position in certain cases, like you can position against the cleave weapon, you can position against the cleave minion, you can position against the cleave freeze spell, you can position against domino effect, for instance. A lot of things can happen nowadays. But
it seems this guy is dead.
well, give him some time. But yeah, doesn't look too bright.
He gave up.
Okay, final boss then. Thanks, man, that helps. He figured it out. Skill difference, guys, skill difference. Okay. Final boss. Told you it's gonna be a multiplayer last game. Like, the opponent did more damage to himself than we did. And it's against the dick. Okay. Positioning might matter. This hand is looking saucy. Awakened Tremors is not the most amazing thing to be playing against a dick, though. Because they have simple ways of clearing those, usually. I'm not against holding on to a couple of Miracle Salesman and Rampage only, but I'm gonna toss Awakened Tremors on this one. It's not a bad card, but it's a little bit slow here, and they usually are okay to deal with them. This could be a rough matchup. Death Knights are not the greatest class right now by any mean of the term, but they definitely can scam a lot of games. So yeah, let's just remove the Tremors, keep the rest. Okay, something. Aha, who can play that game? And they will. Yeah, whip out the Salesman. Just one. The weapon would be really important in this one, so we can make a bigger RC Rampage. Really hope he doesn't have the 2-mana board clear, though. That would be a real dick. Okay, Plaguey Boy. Basically a 51% win rate. There's the frickin' weapon. I love to see it. Okay, equip the weapon, and I'm wondering, should we actually face trade that thing? I guess next turn we can face trade it, but no, you are gonna face trade it. Attack into the 2-2. We're gonna kill it across 2 turns basically, or he's gonna make the trade himself. Either way, I'd rather take the damage and get this thing off. We're gonna use our health as a resource so we can make a bigger, better board. Okay, Plague with hand buff shit? That's even under 50% win rate, isn't it? That's what I'm afraid of, though. Like, under 50% win rate decks are the scariest, because a lot of the time the game feels like it's time for those idiots to actually catch a break and win a game. So, your face kills one of them, and you coin out the top deck 4-mana Rampage, so he feels stupid. And now you can kill with the other dog. Bad dog. There we go.
You're making him triggered, yeah? You trigger him with
Yeah,
the top deck.
without emoting. That's the skill to trigger the opponent. You don't have to emote to trigger them. You can outskill them. You can get into their heads.
Yeah, but this
Mentally and
DK
physically.
wins almost always against me.
Okay, that's not too bad. He's gonna remove a couple, and we're left with a good chunk, especially with the weapon swinging. That's gonna be a mighty fine saddle up if I do say so myself. So yeah, your face goes face, and you whip out the 4-mana saddle up. And this game is as good as done.
Is it? Really?
Should be.
Okay.
Unless some random bullshit removal decides to join the chat. I don't think he's supposed to run the 2-mana removal. Okay, that's not that bad. He barely does anything here. That's a very nice high roll for us. That's a low roll. Acceptable, doesn't do shit, but at least the value trades. Good stuff, good stuff.
What I wondered, your hero power gives you your
It's
hero
not,
one more attack.
if your hero power doesn't give you
Only for
attack to
druid.
begin with,
Yeah.
like this would work on a demon hunter, but not for you.
Okay.
Okay. Oh boy.
I mean, he couldn't deal with the first rampage. Salesman, right?
No, I would say we'd rather do something else here. Let's start off by attacking the right 1-1 into the 2-1, see where that takes you. That ain't a bad minion to have. I think we can crack open the Awakened Tremors and play a couple of them. Make sure to play them on the left side. This way you isolate your taunt.
2 things.
And just one more, yes, on the left. And play the 2-mana Painted Canvasaur again far left. Hopefully we don't get a random taunt out of it. But even if you do, what are the odds of this guy actually running Hollow Hound? He didn't even get it. Perfect. Perfection. Pretty useless. Wow, we actually got stealth on the taunt. Oh my goodness, fuck it. He got it randomly, bro. Poison guy, poison guy, come on.
Poison, please.
Come on. Come on.
Of course.
Okay, good enough. Good enough. Still 11 on the board. Looking good from where I'm from. Well, let's check what the 4-mana Camouflage Mount has to say, and we can give it on the... I'd say the 3-2. Yeah. Yeah, the 3-2 sounds best.
Unfortunately, no Wind Fury.
It never is. You can hero power and go face with everything, and let me explain why far left is better for a taunt than far right. See how now your taunt is on the far right? It's isolated, right? Click the hero power as well. But see how your taunt is on the far right? It's isolated for now, but as soon as you play something like Sneaky Snakes, it's no longer isolated. That's why the first taunt should always go on the far left first. Because if you don't decide otherwise, that taunt is going to remain on the far left. Whereas now if you play Sneaky Snakes, it's going to get in the middle again, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, that's about it.
The faster you play the top deck, the more they get tilted.
Oh, for sure. The more you know.
It's ridiculous.
We gon' learn today.
No, but he cannot deal with this anymore. I don't remember a
Doesn't
deck.
have Hollow Hound, it seems, so... Okay, that's somewhat annoying, but... Not really. Oh, we actually get another taunty like that, too.
We get kill command and it's done, right?
Well, let's see if we get it, though.
Nope.
Tradable the snake, or, you
Okay,
know,
he's
just
done.
get legend. That also works.
He's done.
Yep. Well, that was easy. Told you. 4 games and you're there.
Awesome.
Yeah, doing these in our sleep. Unless it's with Zadie, then we get fucked vigorously. Fucking hell, man.
The thing is that I went from like the 2nd diamond to the 5th again, and I always get triggered, you know, because people.
I've been there, man. I've been there as well. This is the second under 1 hour. I mean, 1 hour going to legend session that went for 20 minutes instead of the full 2 or 3 hours.